Well, first of all, what the war on terror did was to expose the inadequacy in the legal regimes that all countries, not only Kenya, all countries, including the United States and the superpowers, were using at the time. Because not only didn't we have the legal resources to gather intelligence, to process intelligence, to distribute intelligence, we also didn't have the capacity to process suspects. After investigation, how do we prosecute them? How do we incarcerate them? In fact, as you may know, one of the side problems of terror from a legal perspective is that when you have even successfully prosecuted the perpetrators, they create a new problem in jail, which is radicalizing the average population in prisons and so on. So we've had to go back to the drawing board and look at the entire chain, and ask ourselves, how do we strengthen the state better to intercept and destroy terror, units? And how do we prosecute where we can, and how do the courts handle very classified information, and how do we deal with the convicts when that has happened? And a consensus is beginning to emerge, because the truth is, the fact that you are fighting terror doesn't mean that you unleash terror on the civilian population. So you need to have a framework that fights terror, recognizing that your population and other populations are in a free country and free society. So you cannot tap into their communication without due procedures provided for by the law. And these are the sort of things we've been learning from each other, exchanging from each other. And I can tell you, since 9/11 to date, the legal infrastructure has changed so radically and continues to change that this sort of meeting continues to be very critical for that.
Terrorism